When 22-year-old Sarah Lane married 70-year-old tech billionaire Douglas Whitmore, the headlines called it a fairy tale. But just 10 days after their private wedding, Sarah uncovered something that would unravel everything and turn her life into a waking nightmare. Cue eerie piano music. Fade into drone shots of a massive Connecticut estate surrounded by fog. Act 1. The Girl with a Burden. Sarah Lane, born and raised in small-town Ohio, was the kind of girl America loves to ignore. A straight-A scholarship student, working night shifts at Waffle House to afford books and help her diabetic mother back home. She got accepted into Columbia University in New York, but the dream came with a price: crushing debt, insomnia, and hunger. She was just trying to survive when she met Douglas Whitmore, the 70-year-old retired founder of the Whitmore Cybernetics Group, a tech company with defense contracts and rumored ties to government surveillance programs. She met him when she spilled coffee on his coat at a business seminar. He wasn't angry. In fact, he smiled. "Don't worry," he said. "I like people who aren't perfect. They're honest." They started talking. Then texting. Then dinners. Then a proposition. "Marry me, Sarah. Let me take care of you." Act 2. The Wedding and the Deal. The wedding was fast and private. Just them, a judge, and 2 witnesses from Whitmore's security team. Sarah was stunned, but grateful. He paid off her debt, moved her into his sprawling Connecticut mansion, and hired a full-time nurse for her mother. The mansion was beautiful, but unnerving. 132 rooms. Dozens of security cameras. No housekeepers. Only assistants in earpieces. An east wing that was always locked. He told her it was just old storage. Nothing worth seeing. She didn't press. Not at first. Act 3. Strange nights. Things got weird fast. Douglas would disappear for hours into the locked wing. Some nights, Sarah would wake up to flashing lights under the door. One night, she heard a woman's voice screaming. She ran down the hall. Silence. The door was locked. The next morning, Douglas acted like nothing happened. "You were dreaming, sweetheart. I think this place is playing tricks on you." But Sarah wasn't crazy. And she wasn't the only one who heard it. One of the assistants, a young man named Mark, slipped her a note one afternoon. "If you want to survive, don't drink the tea. And stay away from the East Wing." That night, Mark was gone. Fired, supposedly. No goodbye. Act 4. The File Room. On the 10th day, while Douglas was out, Sarah finally broke into the East Wing. She didn't find storage. She found rows of high-tech servers, a surgical room, cryopods with names and numbers, a digital vault labeled Project Persephone, and in a locked cabinet, dozens of medical files, each with a photo of a woman, and each one looked like Sarah. She found 15 files. Names like Emily Carter, Laura Neiman, Brooke Vance. All dead or missing within 1 month of marriage to Douglas Whitmore. Her knees buckled. "He wasn't in love with me," she whispered. "He was studying me." Act 5. Project Persephone. Sarah dug deeper. The files revealed that Douglas had been working on a synthetic memory transfer program, trying to transplant human memories and consciousness into AI organic hybrids. Each woman was chosen based on specific brain chemistry: empathetic, resilient, and trauma-experienced. They weren't wives. They were experiments. Sarah was Subject 16. Her full neuroscan had been done without her consent while she slept. What happened to the others? The audio logs revealed it. Subjects broke down mentally. Identity fractures. Psychosis. All terminated. Act 6. Escape attempt. Sarah knew she had to get out. She tried to call the police. The phones were dead. Tried to drive. The car required a biometric chip only Douglas had. She emailed her roommate from college. No reply. She was trapped. That night, Douglas returned. Calm. Smiling. "You went exploring, didn't you?" She nodded. frozen in fear. That's okay. I was hoping you would. He drugged her. ACT 7, the test begins. Sarah woke up in the surgical lab. Douglas stood over her. You're the first one strong enough to handle this. This time, it will work. He initiated the transfer, a full AI memory graft designed to overwrite her consciousness with that of his late wife, Evelyn Whitmore, who had died in 1999. You're not Sarah anymore, he whispered. You're Evelyn now, and we can be together again. But Sarah wasn't like the others. She had seen the files. She had prepared. She faked compliance, played along, until he unlocked her restraints for the memory stabilization ritual. That's when she stabbed him in the throat with a surgical scalpel. He bled out whispering, "You're still her." ACT 8, Aftermath. Sarah escaped in the middle of a thunderstorm. Covered in blood, she walked 3 miles to a gas station. The FBI raided the mansion the next day. They found 15 female corpses in hidden tunnels, a full underground AI lab, multiple illegal contracts with rogue biotech firms in Eastern Europe. Douglas had been experimenting on women for over 15 years. Sarah was the only one who made it out alive. Epilogue. 1 year later. 2024. Sarah now lives in Arizona under a new name. She wrote a memoir, The 16th Bride. It became a bestseller. A Netflix deal is in the works. But she still has migraines. Still dreams of wires, scalpels, and voices that aren't hers. Sometimes, she wonders if she's still really Sarah, or if part of Evelyn is still buried inside her.